Welcome to Shy Sports Legends. Not all Bears' careers were built to last. Some were defined by a single season, and nothing ever matched it. Let's take a look. Rex Grossman opens this list because his defining season was real but deeply complicated. In 2006, Grossman finally completed a full, healthy season as the Bears' starting quarterback. He started all 16 games, led the team to the Super Bowl, and finished the year throwing for 3,193 yards and 23 touchdowns. On paper, it looked like a breakout year that justified the organization's long-term faith in him. But that same season also included 20 interceptions and some of the most extreme statistical swings of any quarterback in modern NFL history. Chicago won that year, largely because of defense, field position, and special teams dominance. Grossman contributed, but he was rarely the stabilizing force. The following season, his inconsistency caught up with him, and he lost the starting job. Henry Melton's career arc was short, productive, and then suddenly over. After converting from fullback to defensive tackle, Melton developed into a legitimate interior disruptor. In 2011, he recorded 7 sacks from the inside, an impressive total for a defensive tackle. The following season, he followed that up with 6 sacks and earned a Pro Bowl selection, establishing himself as a core piece of the Bears' defensive front. But in 2013, everything ended abruptly. Chicago placed the franchise tag on Melton, signaling their belief that he was a long-term anchor. Just 3 games into the season, he tore his ACL. He never returned to Pro Bowl form. The explosiveness that defined his game vanished, and by the end of the season, his time in Chicago was over. Darnell Mooney represents a modern version of the one-year peak, one shaped less by sudden collapse and more by erosion. Mooney's breakout came in 2021, when he emerged as the Bears' primary receiving option. That season, he caught 81 passes for 1,055 yards, becoming one of the few Chicago Bears receivers in recent decades to cross the 1,000-yard mark. His speed, route running, and toughness over the middle made him look like a long-term building block. But that season would remain the high point. In 2022, injuries limited his availability and effectiveness. In 2023, his production declined again as he fell down the depth chart amid offensive instability and quarterback turnover. When his contract expired, the Bears chose not to retain him. Mooney didn't vanish overnight. His decline was gradual, but his only elite season stands alone, separated clearly from the rest of the Bears' career. Johnny Knox's place on this list is defined not by regression, but by tragedy. Knox was never a star, but he was a reliable and productive deep threat who steadily improved each season. His best year came in 2010, when he recorded 960 receiving yards while averaging nearly 19 yards per catch. He stretched defenses vertically and provided Chicago with a consistent, explosive element. In December of 2011, that career ended instantly. Knox suffered a catastrophic spinal injury on a routine crossing route. There was no decline phase, no opportunity to adjust, no second act. His productive window was brief, his peak arrived, and football was taken from him without warning. Eric Kramer owns one of the most unusual statistical outlier seasons in Bears history. In 1995, Kramer delivered a season that still stands untouched. He threw for 3,838 yards and 29 touchdowns, both still franchise records decades later. No Bears quarterback before or since has matched those totals in a single season. And that's precisely why his career fits this list. Outside of 1995, Kramer struggled to stay healthy. He started only 6 games the year before and just 4 games the year after. Injuries prevented him from sustaining anything close to that level of production. That one season exists as a statistical oasis, brilliant, isolated, and never replicated. Nathan Vasher looked like a cornerstone defender almost immediately. As a rookie in 2004, he recorded 5 interceptions. The following season, he led the NFC with 8 picks and earned second-team All-Pro honors. He was instinctive, aggressive, and confident, a playmaker who changed games. But after signing a major contract extension in 2007, everything changed. Vasher suffered a severe groin injury that robbed him of speed and recovery ability. Over his first 3 seasons, he recorded 16 interceptions. Over his final 3 seasons combined, he recorded just 3. The statistical cliff was immediate and unmistakable. Rashaan Salaam arrived in Chicago carrying enormous expectations. A Heisman Trophy winner and first-round draft pick, Salaam looked like the future of the Bears offense as a rookie in 1995. That season, he rushed for 1,074 yards and scored 10 touchdowns, setting a Bears rookie rushing record at the time. But even during that breakout year, warning signs existed. Salaam lost 9 fumbles, an alarming number that foreshadowed future issues. Injuries quickly followed. Discipline problems mounted. His production collapsed just as fast as it arrived. Within 3 seasons, Salaam was gone from Chicago, never coming close to replicating his rookie output and soon disappearing from the league entirely. Marcus Robinson's 1999 season stands alone in Bears history. That year, Robinson exploded with 84 receptions for 1,400 receiving yards and 9 touchdowns, establishing himself as one of the most productive receivers in the NFL. It remains one of the greatest single-season receiving performances the franchise has ever seen. Then injuries struck. Robinson underwent back surgery in the offseason, and his production was cut nearly in half the following year. The year after that, it declined again. That 1999 season remains the only time he was ever a true top-tier receiver. His peak exists as a sharp statistical spike, powerful, isolated, and never revisited. James Allen's career is the purest example of opportunity meeting perfect timing and then disappearing. In 2000, Allen rose from obscurity to become Chicago's primary ball carrier. That season, he rushed for 1,220 yards, delivering a performance that defined his entire career. The following year, the Bears drafted Anthony Thomas. Allen was immediately pushed into a backup role, and his production collapsed. Nearly half of his career rushing yards came from that single 2000 season. He left Chicago soon after, joined the expansion Texans, and retired early, later admitting that he had lost his motivation to continue playing. As a rookie in 1990, Mark Carrier delivered the greatest season a defensive back has ever had in Chicago. He recorded 10 interceptions, a franchise record that has now stood for more than 3 decades. He was named NFL Defensive Rookie of the Year and selected to the Pro Bowl. Over the next 2 seasons combined, Carrier recorded just 2 interceptions. While he remained a physical, respected safety, the statistical dominance that defined his rookie year never returned. No other Bears player experienced such an immediate, permanent drop from peak performance. Some Bears careers didn't last, but they still mattered. Which player or season stood out to you? Thank you for watching.